Today, we are going to embark on an exciting journey through time as we explore some brilliant yet forgotten frugal living tips from the past that could and should be resurrected in our modern era. If you're ready to simplify your life, make your money go further, and cultivate sustainable habits, then keep watching. Chapter 1: The Basics. Without further ado, let's get started with our first frugal living tip from the past. Embrace minimalism. This philosophy, grounded in simplicity and mindfulness, teaches us that we don't need to chase consumer culture to find contentment. In fact, by reducing clutter and only keeping what truly matters to us, we can find increased satisfaction, reduce stress, and yes, save a significant amount of money. Let's delve deeper into minimalism. It's not about denying ourselves the things we enjoy or living without any possessions. Rather, it's about conscious decision-making regarding what we choose to own, inviting clarity, peace of mind, and yes, a heftier bank balance. Now, on to our second frugal tip from the annals of history. Utilize the library. There's something timeless and magical about libraries, a treasure trove of knowledge and entertainment just waiting to be tapped into. And the best chapter, it's absolutely free. Gone are the days when libraries were solely for borrowing books. Today, they offer a wealth of resources from digital content and magazines to DVDs and audiobooks, and even host free community events and classes. Just imagine how much money you could save if you borrowed books from the library instead of buying them, or used the free Wi-Fi at the library instead of at a coffee shop, where you might feel obligated to make a purchase. Coming up next is our third frugal living tip: home cooking and meal prep. The pleasures of a well-cooked homemade meal are incomparable. More often than not, it's healthier, cheaper, and filled with love compared to eating out or ordering takeout. But there's more to home cooking than just its immediate benefits. Planning your meals and prepping them in advance helps you dodge the pitfalls of impulse purchases, reduces food waste, and ultimately saves you a lot of money in the long run. Plus, cooking is an essential life skill, a creative outlet, and an investment in your well-being. Chapter 2: Green Living. On to our fourth tip: gardening. This one takes green living quite literally. Starting a small kitchen garden, even if it's just a few pots of herbs on your windowsill, can bring immense joy and satisfaction. It allows you to save money on groceries, control the quality of what you consume, and get closer to nature. Plus, it's a great activity to involve kids in, teaching them valuable lessons about responsibility, the environment, and the joy of eating something they've grown themselves. Our fifth tip might sound a bit ancient, but it's an effective one: bartering and trading. This method of exchange was widely used before money came into the picture and still holds relevance today. Perhaps you have a friend who's great at fixing electronics, and maybe they could use some of your fantastic home-baked cookies. This method of trade creates a sense of community, encourages us to use what we have efficiently, and can save a lot of money. Our sixth frugal living tip is one that's great for your pocket and the planet: preserving and canning food. This is an excellent way to make the most of seasonal bounty, reduce food waste, and have control over what goes into your food. Plus, jars of homemade pickles, jams, and sauces make for fantastic personalized gifts. Chapter 3: Resourcefulness. Reusing and recycling is our seventh tip. In our increasingly disposable society, we often overlook the potential uses of items before we toss them away. But with a little creativity, we can extend the life cycle of these products and save money in the process. From old glass jars being repurposed as chick storage containers to torn t-shirts, morphing into cleaning rags, the possibilities are endless. Not only does this reduce your spending, but it also makes a positive impact on the environment. Next up, we have tip number 8: using natural cleaning products. The household cleaning aisle is typically filled with a multitude of products promising the world, but often they come with hefty price tags and a cocktail of chemicals. Did you know you could create your own cleaning products using everyday natural ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and lemon? These homemade cleaning solutions are surprisingly effective, incredibly cheap, and much better for you and the environment. Tip number 9 is hand mending clothes. In today's fast fashion culture, we've become all too accustomed to throwing out clothes at the first sign of damage. But most minor issues like a loose button, a fallen hem, or a small tear can be fixed at home with a basic sewing kit. By reviving the lost art of mending, we can prolong the life of our clothes, reduce waste, and save considerable money. Chapter 4: Transportation and Energy Conservation. Moving on to our 10th tip, bicycle commuting. This isn't possible for everyone, but if you live a relatively short distance from your workplace, local stores, or friends' houses, consider swapping your car or public transport for a bike. Cycling is not only free and fantastic for your health, but it's also a great way to reduce carbon emissions. Our 11th tip is all about energy conservation. By being more mindful of your energy consumption, you can significantly reduce your utility bills. Simple actions such as turning off the lights when you leave a room, unplugging appliances when not in use, and investing in energy-efficient products can go a long way towards saving money and reducing your environmental impact. Chapter 5: Food and Water Conservation. Tip number 12: Making the most of leftovers. There's no need to waste food because you're tired of eating the same meal. With a bit of creativity, leftovers can be reinvented into delicious new dishes, helping you save money and reduce food waste. Tip number 13 is buying in bulk. For non-perishable items and goods you regularly use, buying in bulk can often be cheaper than purchasing smaller quantities. Not to mention, it typically involves less packaging, which is another win for the environment. And finally, we have tip number 15, rainwater harvesting. This practice involves collecting and storing rainwater for various household uses. It's a fantastic way to conserve water and can save a significant amount on your water bill. And there we have it, 15 old-fashioned frugal living tips that we should bring back to live a more fulfilling life. These tips go beyond just saving money. They also help us live in harmony with our environment, cultivate mindful habits, and lead more sustainable lives. If you have any other old-fashioned frugal living tips, or if you've had experience with any of the tips we've shared today, we would love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe for more content on living a frugal, fulfilling, and sustainable life. Until next time, remember, the best things in life are indeed free. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.